Welcome back to the channel. What is going on, everybody? It is a beautiful rainy day here where I'm at, headed to the gym. But I wanted to get on here and discuss a topic I've kind of been discussing over the last couple of days, and that is the temptation of who we are. And for anyone out there who thinks that just because you found Jesus, or just because you found some sort of religion, that the temptation is going to stop, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't. You might be wondering yourself, Curtis, why are you talking about temptation? Because we all go through it. Not a single person doesn't go through it. We might not all go through the same temptations, but we all get tempted by different things. Maybe we're tempted by, a TV show. Maybe we're tempted to sit on the couch and relax when we should be doing chores or going to work or something else. Maybe we're tempted by, the eyes, the things we see. Maybe we're tempted by the things we hear. Maybe we're tempted to say things that we, shouldn't otherwise slander or gossip about. Regardless of what it is, I'm not judging because I have my own issues. Regardless of what it is, I want to encourage you and motivate you and help you to understand that just because you're saved or just because you believe in Jesus or because you believe in God, that does not mean that your temptation goes away. That does not mean that the enemy suddenly just stops attacking you. When you take that step out in faith, and you walk in that salvation, maybe not at the beginning, because the beginning of our salvation, we're on fire and we're willing to do whatever we want for the Lord. But, once we've tempered down, once the iron has cooled and strengthened, that's when the enemy is going to test you. That's when the enemy is going to try and put things in your way and try and chip away at the edge that God has refined you into. That's when you need to be more on guard. That's when you need to be more willing to not only be on guard, but also to be offensive to the enemy. To speak the thoughts away. To speak the temptation away. Not just think it away. I used to think, when I'd have urges to watch pornography or look at just lustful images. Don't have to be pornography. To look at nice things, I would think, I'm not going to do that. I would think, I'm better than that. I would think that, God give me the strength. I would think all these things. And you know what would end up happening? I'd end up sinning or falling into temptation anyway. Why? Because I'm thinking. God didn't give us a mouth to think. God gave us a mouth to speak. Jesus did not think the demons out of people. He did not think the religious away and out of the minds of the people of his time. He spoke to it. He spoke about it. He spoke against it. So we need to be sure that while we are praying and while we are reading the word, that we are applying the thought to speak out. That we're not just willing to think about it, but we need to speak about it. We need to be willing to be about, that action of speaking into our lives the victory. Otherwise, you're only going to think you're victorious when really you're falling in defeat. So that's what I have. I just been really dealing with this. I don't know, probably because of things I've gone through with my family. A lot of temptation, a lot of, and not even like sinful, lustful temptation. Like I'm talking about like just, emotional temptation. There's a lot going on right now with a lot of my family members, and I just wanted to, going through it. So I want to get on here and this isn't just for people listening. This is for me to look back on and be like, Curtis, that was a smart thing you said. We should probably put that into practice. But, yeah, that's what I got. I'm going to hit the gym. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. God bless. I love you.